We want to welcome everybody. We are coming all the way from Greensboro, North Carolina. This is Pat Lowe and our leader, Cheryl Church from Halifax, Virginia, and your North Carolina, Virginia team. Welcome everybody to the call tonight. We're so excited that you've joined us tonight. We're going to go ahead and get started on the call. We have a lot of great things for you tonight. Cheryl Church, are you out there? If so, will you give us a company overview, please? Tell us a little bit about TEN.
Yes. Can you hear me, Pat?
I can, dear. Go ahead.
The phone is kind of cutting in and out here.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, dear.
Okay. Yes, a little bit of overview about Team Effort Network. We have a wonderful CEO, which is Mel and Amy Gill. They've been in the direct selling industry since 1989. Just celebrated 21 years of full-time success in the direct sales industry. Mel and Amy are passionate about this industry and making sure that all of us succeed with the industry. And we have got some exciting things, going on that they have brought to the table. They've brought the fifth generation of nutrition to us to actually, put out into the field to market to everyone. And we've got Melissa Honeybee, which is just a product expert that can tell us all about the products. Back to you, Pat.
Thanks so much, Cheryl. Next up tonight is Miss Melissa Honeybee. That's a mouthful, Melissa. We've got her coming on. Tell us a little bit about the products, if you will. Just give us a short overview, and then you and I will go into our topic for the evening. Go ahead, Melissa.
Thank you, Pat. TEN has revolutionary sprays out there that are changing lives. It's due to our delivery system. It's called intraoral sprays. What does that mean? According to the physician's desk reference, it's the best way to absorb nutrients. And that's right, at 98% absorbed into our bloodstream, that means instant health benefits versus pills that we all seem to want to gulp down, and that's always been our history, versus at 10%. And that's huge compared to what we can get you. First product that we have out there is our D-Tower. It's our vitamin D3. It's normally found through the absorption of a hormone through the sun. But unfortunately, we aren't able to get that due to our either geographical location, we use sunscreen, or we're not outside long enough. Roughly about 1/6 of the human body is regulated by vitamin D. That means everything in your body relies on vitamin D. Can't stress that enough. Every person should be on vitamin D. Why? Due to the fact that vitamin D at normal levels can help prevent 17 different cancers, along with cardiovascular disease, cognitive impairment in adults, severe asthma, diabetes type 1 and type 2, hypertension, glucose intolerance, multiple sclerosis, Alzheimer's, and autism. That is a lot, and I can continue to go on. I've got about a list of 350 different diseases that vitamin D helps prevent. We just need to get boosted up on that. Talking about boost, I'm going to go into our next product is our B Boost. It contains our vitamins B3, B6, B12. This vitamin is very essential to our body. Why? Because it works our nervous system, it works our brain, it works our absorption, helps with our kidneys, our hearts, our liver. You can't receive B12 naturally, so guess what? You need to get this through normally an animal source. We have a spray 8 times a day that's going to help our vegans, our vegetarians, our elderly that can't absorb. Once you hit the age of 30 to 35, our absorption rate decreases by 50%. Almost every single body needs our B12 spray. Guess why? Deficiencies, diabetes, periodontal disease, low blood calcium levels, chronic bone, muscle, joint pain, fatigue, numbness, tingling, even mood and mental changes, depression. Everybody needs to be on our B Boost. Next product I'm going to go over is our Super 10. I love this spray. I'm not going to lie to you. The reason I do is because it's packed full of 10 superfoods. They are full of antioxidants, minerals, and nutrients that are equivalent to being man's best friend. The reason I say that is the ingredients: aloe vera, maki berry, goji berry, acai, green tea extract. That's just a few of the amazing ingredients in our Super 10. It will enhance vitality, immunity, mental clarity. It helps with inflammation. It helps detox your body from those nasty chemicals that we breathe in daily and that we eat due to the fact that our food is now sprayed with so many pesticides. This spray is a protector. It's a nurturer of our cells. It repels disease, and it promotes good health. That was our Super 10. The next spray I'm going to go over is our Cell Energy. I love this spray. Why? It also is packed full of antioxidants, but it has our number one, and I'm going to say it again, number one molecule that you need in your body, and it's called glutathione. That ingredient will help you stay healthy and helps prevent disease. The number two, that's right, number two molecule, we have it in the spray, alpha lipoic acid. Why? It promotes good health. It promotes energy production. It works in a fat soluble and a water soluble. Super important because that means that it's in every cell in our body. The next product that we have in this Cell Energy is our resveratrol. It works at the DNA level, which reverses damage caused by aging. Then again, we also have some natural caffeine, and that's why we call it Cell Energy, because it gives it a boost of energy. Next product we have is our Slim by 10. Everybody loves to lose some weight, and they're achieving it with our Slim by 10. It has 5 dynamic ingredients in it: green tea coffee extract, green bean coffee extract, African mango, Garcinia cambogia, Carolina fimbriata. Let me just tell you about this. It's a fat blocker. It's a strong appetite suppressant. You will see inches. You will see weight, and it's going to start melting off. 8 sprays a day. I recommend 30 minutes before you eat. Spray inside your cheek, and you are going to push back that plate, cut back on your grocery bill, and start losing weight. You're going to need that money because you're going to need a new wardrobe. Ask Cleveland, Washington. 98 pounds in 5 months. Sherry and David Reed combined 82 pounds. That's huge. That is a lot of weight loss. I don't know about you, Pat, but we have some phenomenal sprays out there, and everybody's benefiting from them. I'm excited to be able to be a part of this TIM program and be able to be a consumer of these TIM products. Back to you, Pat.
Absolutely, Melissa. Thank you so much. Great job as always. And now that we've learned some information about our 10 sprays, thanks to Melissa, let's find out how the 10 sprays can enhance your health. I love this part because we need to know what can these sprays do for the body. So let's, Melissa, who's been in the business of medical field for over 25 years, she does have a world of knowledge. So, Melissa, tonight you and I will be talking about alpha lipoic acid, which is one of the great ingredients in our Cell Energy. Let's talk about it, Melissa, and you can tell us how it works. My first question is, what exactly is alpha lipoic acid, and how does it work in our body?
Yeah, Pat, alpha lipoic acid is the number 2 molecule that you need in your body to keep your immune system up, and you need it to stay alive. It is a fatty acid, and it's found naturally, of course, like I said, in every cell in the body. And the great benefits of it, not only is it a fatty acid that we need, but it's also an antioxidant. It's needed in the body to produce energy, and it also allows our body to function normally. So what that means is, and I'll just give you a little brief, alpha lipoic acid, one easy step it does, it converts glucose, which is our blood and our sugar, into energy. And that's huge because that aids in a lot of diseases. If you know anything about glucose, I'll probably be talking about it in a minute of what it helps work in and how it's going to control all that. So I'm going to let you get me to my next couple of questions I think you might have for me.
Okay. How do antioxidants work, and what do they do in our body? Exactly what are they, and how do they work in our body, Melissa?
Well, Alpha-lipoic is like I said, is a fatty acid. But again, it's got that perk because it's two form. It's an antioxidant. So what do antioxidants do for our body? They neutralize potentially harmful chemicals, and those chemicals are called free radicals. So what makes alpha-lipoic unique? It functions in both water and fat soluble. So it works in two different types of cells. That's so important because it's unlike any other antioxidant. It also aids with vitamin C, vitamin E, and it also recycles, and this is huge, glutathione that we have in our body. So if our glutathione level is down, it takes the vitamins that we get from our antioxidants, puts it back into the cell, and it reproduces glutathione in our cell. And I said earlier, if you listen very carefully on our cell energy overview, glutathione is the number one molecule that you need to stay alive and to prevent immunity, and we have it. And that's what this alpha-lipoic acid does. It does a two-part. It's a fatty acid that we need to produce energy, and it's a high dose of an antioxidant, and that's what we have in this glutathione and in our cell energy. It's fantabulous, is what I'm going to say.
Wow, that's huge, Melissa. I just keep getting amazed of how these products really interreact with each other, all of our sprays and some of the great things that we're hearing. Is there studies showing that alpha-lipoic acid can help with a disease in the body? And if so, what are those diseases, Melissa?
Well, again, alpha-lipoic is one of our ingredients in cell energy. It helps aid, and this is what's important, with injuries. So if you hurt yourself, it'll help with the repairing and healing. It also helps with, again, this is why I love this, because everything works together in our sprays. It helps with nutritional deficiencies. You heard me just a minute ago. It says it grabs the C, and it's grabbing the glutathione, it's grabbing things. And what it does, it recycles and it puts nutrition back into our cells. That's why this number 2 molecule is so important. It also helps if you are having issues with cancer. It works along with chemotherapy. There's not a lot of natural products you can go out there because they want to make sure that they're killing the bad cells, that you can use alpha-lipoic with it. Also conditions. This is what I think you wanted to get to the meat of it. Diabetes, Lyme disease, alcoholism, shingles, thyroid disease, neuropathy, PCOS, which is polycystic ovary disease, triglycerides. We know everybody sometimes have bad triglycerides, and this is a great one. LDL, which is your bad cholesterol. If you get enough alpha-lipoic in your system and you keep your levels straight, it will reverse triglycerides, reverse the bad cholesterol, and get you within the normal ranges. So it's really, really, really great stuff, and we've got 4 dynamic ingredients in our cell energy, and that is just a tidbit of just one of them.
Wow, that is really huge, Melissa. Thank you so much. Well, here's some facts for you tonight, team. Alpha-lipoic acid is an antioxidant that is made by the body and is found in every cell, where it helps to turn glucose into energy. Antioxidants attack free radicals, waste products created when the body turns food into energy. So that's what your antioxidants do. Free radicals cause harmful chemical reaction that can damage cells in the body, making it harder for the body to fight off infections. They also damage organs and tissues. So you see the importance of this alpha-lipoic acid that attacks these free radicals. Other antioxidants work only in water, such as vitamin C, or fatty tissues, such as vitamin E. But alpha-lipoic acid is both fat and water soluble. That is huge. Like Melissa was saying, it means that it can work throughout the body. Antioxidants in the body are used up as they attack free radicals, but evidence suggests alpha-lipoic acid may help regenerate these other antioxidants and make them active again. Once again, that's very huge with our glutathione. In several studies, alpha-lipoic acid appears to help lower blood sugar levels. Its ability to kill free radicals may help people with diabetic peripheral neuropathy, who have pain, burning, itching, tingling, and numbness in the arms, the legs from nerve damage. Taking alpha-lipoic acid may help another diabetes-related condition called atopic neuropathy, which affects the nerves to all the way to the internal organs. So taking alpha-lipoic acid may help another diabetes-related condition. Alpha-lipoic acid is a potent antioxidant free radical scavenger that has been proven to regenerate vitamin C and E, restores level of intracellular glutathione, an important antioxidant that declines with age. So it increases excretion of toxic heavy metals such as mercury. However, alpha-lipoic acid's most interesting property may be its ability to counter diabetic symptoms and combat hyperglycemia, which is high blood sugar. So, wow. Some great facts out there. Thank you, Melissa. Great information on the alpha-lipoic acid. So, we teach these things to our team so that you will know what you've got a hold of here, Tin Family, and that's why we do what we do. Next up tonight, we're going to have our first testimonial tonight. Terry Whitener, are you out there? Tell us where you're from and your background and what 10 sprays have done for you, my friend.
Okay. Can you hear me okay, Pat?
Can hear you great, Terry. Thank you for stepping up tonight and doing a testimonial for us.
Well, thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be on your call and to be with such great stars as you and Melissa and all. And every time I listen to Melissa, I seem to learn more. And
it's amazing.
Yeah, well, what she was describing with the alpha-lipoic acid and all of the other ingredients is pretty much why I use all the sprays, because they all work differently in different parts of the body, and they all kind of synergize and work together. And I'm come from Chino Hills. I've been living in Westminster for the last couple of months, staying down here with my granddaughter. But I'm retired, and I have type 2 diabetes that a year ago I took the A1C from a 12 down to 7.5 right now, and I go back next month for my next checkup. And this is all without medications. I have never taken any medications. I took the metformin for a week and then quit it once I saw what the problem with that was. And I brought my blood pressure was at a 160/90, and now it's an average of 127/78. This is all from the sprays.
Wow.
I lost with Slim over 25 pounds and 6 inches. I went from a 42 pant size to 36. And,
oh my goodness, that's huge.
The main thing is, listen to this, okay? I eat like a horse. I shouldn't, but I do. And the Slim curbs my appetite, but when I sit down, my brain, my eyes still feast on a large plate. And when the food is good, I eat good. But the good thing is, I haven't gained any weight back. I'm still wearing the 36-inch pants. I'm still down about 25 pounds, and it feels great. But most importantly, right now, what I've noticed in the last, probably 2 months, is that I'm sleeping all night long. And I tell you, I used to get up 3 to 4 times a night to go to the bathroom. Now I don't get up at all. I'm sleeping the whole night through. And I want to tell you, that is a great feeling to be able to do that. And it just feels, great. I have a lot more energy. I exercise more. I go on walks, and sometimes I try to just walk maybe a mile or two. But what happens is the energy kicks in. And like the other day, I was only going to do about 5 miles. I ended up doing a 9-mile walk at a 15-minute, 40-second rate. And it was so good. I just didn't want to stop, So that's what I do, but I use all the sprays. And I'd like to say about the Slim is even if you don't need to lose weight, I think you still should be taking the Slim because it does work on building the muscle and does some other things in your body. You may not need 8 sprays, but 4 or 2 or something, but just take all the sprays because they all work together. And I can't wait for our next product, whatever that may be, because we don't have all of them covered yet that we really need to take. And it's just amazing what they do. And listening to Melissa earlier today and tonight, my D level is at 114. And anything above 80 pretty much eliminates the possibility of most of the diseases that the deficiency of D causes. And I'm working hard to keep my levels between 100 and 120.
Oh, my goodness. What were they in the beginning, Terry?
It was in the low 20s.
Oh, you're kidding. That is awesome.
Yeah, I never went out in the sun. I didn't take any supplements. I was always hiding from the sun because being as white as I am, the sun really loves to burn me. And so I would stay away. And I'll tell you, when I did the research on the vitamin D, not on vitamin D, but on the type 2 diabetes, I found one sentence in all the books that I looked at that talked about vitamin D. And so I just never paid any attention to it. I just changed the diet and exercise. And when I was introduced to the sprays and I started looking at deficiency of vitamin D, I went, oh, my God, I can't believe this. And I immediately started, I took some pills in the beginning because I didn't have the sprays yet. And then I took the sprays, and I've been on them ever since. And my goal is I want to get everybody on vitamin D to learn what it is and know that they need to take it along with all these sprays. And so it's just, I can't explain how great it is to be involved with a company like 10 and the people like Mel and Amy and you, Pat, and Cheryl and Melissa and all the people, Kevin and Anita and Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale. I've never met so many great people in one company that just love each other. It's just, I can't say enough. It's fantastic. I love it. And happy to be with you and so glad you had me on your call. Thank you, Pat. Thank you.
Terry, thank you so much for all your hard work that you do for our 10 family and always recording all of our calls and everything. And we do greatly appreciate you and for all that you do because you do a fabulous job. So thank you so much. I was going to ask you, do you spray the sprays before you go to bed at night?
Sometimes I do. My regimen has been in the morning when I get up, I spray all the sprays. And lately I've tried cutting it in half, and then I forget to do it in the afternoon. So I try mostly taking it in the morning, but I'm like I say, I'm working on splitting it now. And then before I go to bed, I sometimes will spray the Slim, just because maybe I didn't take enough of it during the day, and I'll spray some of that. And I've also done the Cell Energy and the Super 10 a little bit at night. And it hasn't bothered me. As soon as I hit the pillow, within 2 or 3 minutes, I'm out. But I've been experimenting with doing it on the topical also. I don't know how well that's working or not working. I'm still taking a look at it. But
the topical part of it, I tried the Cell Energy just recently on, I, like you, Terry, I'm real fair, so I was out in the sun, got some sun poison. It was really itchy hurting. It was really bad, all on my chest. And I sprayed it with the Cell Energy, and guess what? It's gone. The itching's gone, and it was really blood red. So I knew it did some really fast healing, and that was topically, just to let you know that as well.
That's great.
Melissa, you have something that you wanted to add to Terry, something you had to say?
Hey, Terry, you know what I was going to tell you? Is if you can save your last two sprays, or at least your last two sprays like D, Super 10, and Boots, believe it or not, that will hugely help aid and allow you to have the most restful, peaceful sleep ever. So it's really good to know, because what it does is it boosts up your serotonin levels, and it allows you to relax. And so that's really good that you do some sprays at night. But if you can try to, like, maybe save a couple at the end, and it's always important that Boost, Super 10, and even the D. So I just want to throw that out there at you.
That's no problem at all. I can even take extra. I love it. So
I know.
I don't think any of us have any problem with that. I'm spraying all the time. I mean,
okay, you're saying the D Power, the B Boost, and the Super 10.
Yeah, I mean, others that I'm just going to tell you, if you do the Boost, the Super 10 with the D at nighttime, you will sleep like a rock, and it's going to be amazing.
Awesome.
So you're going to love it. So if you just do sleep,
I'll start doing that.
Yeah, you're going to come back to me.
Okay, guys. Thanks so much. Great testimony, Terry. Thank you so much. Kathy, Joyce, out there, if so, tell us where you're from and what you would like to share tonight about the 10 sprays.
Hey, Pat, it's Cassie J. Can you hear me?
Hello, Cassie J. Yeah, you're blowing it up over there in Eden. I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, thank you so very much. I'm telling you, I am just so thrilled and blessed beyond measure to be part of this team family. From day one, everyone, you, Cheryl, Melissa, Christy Fair, all of you on Team Diamond have just welcomed me with wide open arms. And even when I was slow, a procrastinator, and getting my feet up and really getting on the products, and then going out and testifying to my friends and neighbors about them, you guys just kept saying, "You got it, girl, keep going," and you were patient with me. And I am so glad, because now I get up in the morning and my phone is like ringing off the hook, and throughout the whole day I get messages, I get texts, I get phone calls. I run into people uptown who see my Facebook post, and they're stopping me. They want to talk about my 10 products, the business part. It keeps going all the way up to about bedtime. And when my husband is here at night, sometimes he's at work, sometimes he's home, and he'll say, "Honey, turn the phone off. We got to go to sleep sometime." So I am so glad all of you stood behind me, supported me. We've got the best team there is out there. My testimony, real quick on me, I started out with B-Boost. I had no energy. It was during the winter months. I was kind of like in the winter blahs, and Christy Fair hooked me up, got me on my B-Boost. Within just a matter of a few days being on it, boy, my energy soared through the roof. And I went back to her and I said, "If this one product does it, I want to be on all of them. So tell me how I can get on all of them, and then put me in the business." And so she did, and I have been running nonstop. Tonight, since we've been talking about mainly the main ingredients and cell energy, real quick, testimonies from this past Saturday. Again, I had a dear friend of mine been watching my Facebook post, and she contacted me. She said, "Hey, get together with me. I want to hear about your products. I want to hear about your business." So we met for lunch, and I began to tell her one by one about our products. I was probably on about the second product, and she stopped me, and she says, "Well, let me tell you right now, the biggest thing that I'm dealing with as far as any kind of pain in my body." She said she had an injury a little bit over a year ago. She had broken her ankle, and she turned sideways on the bench that she was sitting on, and the foot that was not broken, she could point and stretch all the way. But the ankle that she had broke, she couldn't hardly stretch it, but just an inch, if that much, without being in so much pain. And she said that they didn't offer any kind of therapy when she broke it or anything. Every day she deals with constant pain in it. If she sits for a long time, when she first gets up, the first, several steps, she's real stiff. She has to kind of walk it out. And she said, what do you have right now that can help me with that? I said, first of all, let's spray all 5. I had some on me. I had her spray the max daily dose of each product. And then I said, I know this sounds crazy, and I know these are oral sprays. I said, but I want you to take the Super 10, and I want you to take the Cell Energy, and I want you to spray them straight on that ankle area that's hurting, the spots that's hurting you the most. Because, Pat, I remember you telling the story of how you've done that one time before, hurting your ankle really, really bad, and the next day it was nothing there. And so I told her to spray it straight on your ankle, and she did. So we continued to finish talking about our products. She wanted to hear some on the business part. She said, just let me play and get back to you on it. I'll let you know my decision and real soon. I said, okay. I didn't want to put no pressure on her. And so we got up to leave, and she walked probably 5 steps. She turned around and her eyes looked like they was going to pop out of her head. And I said, what's the matter? And she said, I'm not in pain. We have sat here, through our lunchtime, and then we've talked, and usually by now I'm too stiff. She said, I am not feeling any pain. And I said, you're kidding me. You're pulling my leg. You're just trying to, make fun of what I done. She says, no, I'm not. I'm being serious. And so she walked all the way up to the front of the restaurant. She said, I am not hurting. So we get in the vehicle, take her home. She walks around my car. She walks out in the front yard. She's shaking her head with the biggest grin on her face. She's going, I am still not hurting. I can't believe this. So anyway, I left her, come home. She sent me a text with pictures attached. She said, look here. And she was stretching that broken ankle and that foot all the way out along beside the one that was not injured. She was stretching and pointing, both of them of the same length. And she said, I cannot get over this. And 2 days afterwards, she texted me back. She said, I want you to know I am a restaurant manager. I'm on my feet many hours during the day. She said, since that day you and I met, I still have not experienced the first bit of pain in that ankle when normally I am in a lot of pain at the end of each workday. She says, plus, you let me try the Slim. I will tell you that my appetite has definitely changed. And she said her memory, when she's taking the orders in the restaurant, she said her memory was seeming to be even sharper than it usually is. And she knows that these products, and she's praying about, getting on the products and then also being in the business. And she turned around and told me by text, she's like, oh, and by the way, I've already got a few people wanting to order some products. So I know she's not going to be too far behind coming in this business. And that's what I love about this. The products speak for themselves. You really don't have to go out there begging and pleading, trying to get people in. Just take the sprays, spray and spread the word. Let people see your life. The sprays will do the work for you. And I'm just amazed with it, and I just thank God that it's helping me to help others get their lives changed. And I just thank the Lord for it. So it's back to you, Pat. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for joining us, Cassie, tonight. Wow, that is an awesome testimonial. And yes, family, we know that these sprays work. And we cannot stress enough on the importance of taking back control of your health, getting your body back to being nutritionally sound. Prevention is the key to better health, and what the 10 sprays are all about. Just remember, you can prevent disease a lot easier than you can cure disease. Next up tonight, we want to do, Cheryl, are you out there? Tell us what we've got coming up in 10, please. Are you there, Cheryl?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, dear.
Okay. Yes, what's happening in 10 is wow. All the testimonies that you're just hearing on this line, and knowing that you could have the opportunity to actually sit and see all this live. Our next 10 University is actually coming up on the East Coast, our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., Saturday, September the 27th. You do not want to miss this. This gives you an opportunity to meet Mel and Amy in person and meet all the wonderful people that you hear on the line in person. We encourage everyone to be there if possible. You have 2 options to book your room. Book online. 10 sent out an email on 7/17 that you can click on it and to book your room. And option 2 is call anytime, 24 hours a day. Telephone number 877-382-7299. Again, the telephone number is 877-382-7299. 382-7299. Reference that you're with 10 Team Effort Network, and the contact person is Laura Smith. And so just call and get your rooms booked today, and see you there. Back to you, Pat.
Thanks so much, Cheryl, for bringing us up to date on what we got going on. That is going to be an awesome time over here on the East Coast. I know Kevin has got a bus that he is loading up from Atlanta, Georgia. We'll have him touch on that in just a few minutes. But, wow, there is a lot of great things going on over here on the East Coast. We are blowing it up. So we're excited. All right, team, it's very important that we keep you all informed and keep you all of our team members plugged in. So be sure that if you want to stay plugged in, you check the bottom of your homepage on your website, the teameffortnetwork.biz, your website, and check the events. There's a calendar down there at the very bottom. Click on it so you can stay informed with all the Super Saturdays, the 10 universities coming up, and what all is going on in your areas. There's a lot of TTPs out there, and you want to stay informed. Stay tuned for the next calls for these amazing 10 testimonials. I love them. I love hearing all the great things that is going on with people and how they're getting healthier. Monday through Friday, Pastor Denise and Pastor Dale, 11 o'clock every day, Eastern Standard Time. They do a fabulous call every day, and once again, you can hear some great testimonies on there as well. Every Tuesday and Thursday, 9 o'clock, your host, Pat Lowe, the North Carolina, Virginia team, and Cheryl Church, our leader, we're going to keep you informed. We're going to tell you how these products work. We're going to educate you on everything that has to do with the 10 sprays. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 o'clock, Mr. T, Show Me the Money. He, too, has a call. And we do not want to forget our lovely, lovely Hispanic friends out in California, some of the greatest people out there, Memo Saints, Lifestyle Spanish Call. They do that every day as well, 12:10. And Memo is the host there. Also, if you want to listen to a 24/7 call, or you want to send your people to that call, it's very important when you can't reach someone to do a three-way for you. You can put them on this call. The number, get out your pen, is 559-726-1399, and the PIN number, 608-882. So invite your guests to hear what all of the buzz is about and what's going on in 10. Now, as you know, we will tell you that 10 does not make any medical claims to treat, heal, cure, or prevent any diseases, but we can provide you, as you've seen tonight with these most fantastic testimonials that are going on with these people using the 10 sprays. So they can share their testimonies and tell you how the 10 sprays have changed their lives. Next up tonight, our friend all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, Mr. Wildman himself, Kevin Vaughn. Are you out there? If so, give us some closing thoughts and quotes and whatever you would like to say, Mr. Kevin Vaughn, and tell us about that bus trip.
Well, thank you so much, Pat. I got to sing this song. Everybody sing with me. You got to give the body what it wants. And nothing but the sprays, ladies and gentlemen, nothing but the sprays. I love it. That's powerful. I tell you, Melissa and everybody, you guys are amazing out there with these sprays and the information. Terry, man, good to hear your voice tonight on the network, man. Amazing testimony, man. I love it. I tell you, Pat, we are just in the right place at the right time, ladies and gentlemen. Mel and Amy and Mr. Gill are brilliant. That's all I can say about that. They are just brilliant, wonderful people, great business people, ladies and gentlemen. They got a worldwide market that are setting up for us. And I don't know if you guys heard the call today. I'm sure most of us did today about England. England's getting ready to blow up. I want to encourage everybody to get to know somebody across the water and the 5 or 6 countries that we're in, ladies and gentlemen. Please get to know somebody in those countries, because when it opens up, you're going to have a great team over there as well. So, Pat, we're just excited about what everybody's doing. Yes, Pat, also, too, real quickly, we have a bus. We want to just encourage everybody to get to the 27th, September the 27th event up in Gaylord National Harbor. hotel up to you guys. It's going to be great. You want to meet these wonderful people on the call. You definitely got to meet everybody on this call at the location. You want to meet Mel and Amy Gill and Mr. Sam Gill. It's just going to be incredible. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be setting up a bus, 150 round trip. Ladies and gentlemen, round trip going to take you right to the hotel and bring you right to your car or to your home in that area. We're just excited about that coming up. So once again, I just want to give my number out. You can give me a call for more details, 404-401-0233, 404-401-0233. Our purpose is to make sure everybody who wants to be there to get there. We want no excuses, Pat. We want everybody to get there the way they can, and we're just going to help out through the wonderful bus system. Yes, ma'am. I love it. Incredible.
Now, you're not driving, are you, Kevin?
No, I'm not. Yeah, I got an awesome friend of mine that's a great planner. Yeah, we've done some other trips together with her and her husband, and they got a great custom bus. We're going to have movies going on. Probably won't see too much of the movie, but we're going to all be just having a great time together. And we're going to want everybody all the way up the East Coast to let us know if you got anybody in the area, the surrounding states, to let them know about the bus ride. We don't want them to miss this event, Pat. That's the biggest purpose of that. We just don't want anybody to miss it. We know airline tickets are real high, and we know other methods are pretty high and maybe a little inconvenient for some. We just want to make sure everybody who wants to go gets there safely and arrive back home. So we're excited, but we don't want nobody to miss that event. That event is going to be awesome, and I can't wait. It almost feels like it's coming up like next week or something. You know, we've been talking about it. So I love it. I love it. I love it. Incredible. Hey, I got a quote for you guys real quick. I'm going to give you guys a quote and give it back to Pat real quick, guys. You guys keep moving. As Mel and Amy have been telling us, just share, ladies and gentlemen, and invite, please. Hey, the quote of the day for you guys is crystallize your goals. Just crystallize your goals, ladies and gentlemen. Make a plan for achieving them and set yourself a deadline, okay? You guys should be hitting executive. You should be hitting your next teams. Your team should be then going executive, right? And then you should be getting a car club, right? Keep those goals before you. Then with supreme confidence, determination, and disregard for obstacles, no matter what comes up and other people's criticisms, carry out your plan. We don't want nobody to stop that. We know one thing. You cannot be stopped unless you stop. Back to you, Pat. We're excited.
Thanks so much, Kevin. Thanks for joining us tonight. Great job as always. I would like to shout out a big special thanks to all of our wonderful 10 family for giving their testimonies tonight. Terry Whitener and Cassie Joyce, great job, my friends, and I love the stories. Also, special thanks to Kevin Vaughn from Atlanta for joining us tonight and giving us some great quotes and closing thoughts for tonight's call. And thank you, Kevin, for lining up that bus trip for everyone so that you can get the people there to the 10 University. That is so unselfish of you to take that task on, so thank you so very much. A special thanks to our lovely team members, Miss Melissa Honeybee, and our wonderful leader, Cheryl Church, for all the wonderful knowledge shared tonight about the 10 and the 10 sprays. And as always, we have to give a really big special thanks to Mel and Amy Gill for giving all of us this opportunity of a lifetime with these remarkable sprays, the life-changing sprays. That is what 10 is. Thank you, Mel and Amy. We have been able to change lives around the world, one spray at a time, just thanks to you both just stepping out of this box and having these wonderful sprays formulated. And as always, special thanks to our guests and our 10 family once again for joining us tonight. Don't forget us on Thursday night. We'll be back here at 9 o'clock. And here's some things we want you to remember, 10 family. The best way of taking back control of your health is with 10 sprays, one spray at a time. And these are some things that we know we cannot share with you enough. Once again, how important it is to getting your body back to being nutritionally sound. Prevention is a key to better health, and what the 10 sprays are all about. It's all about prevention. What makes our 10 products so different? 10 sprays have 98% absorption, opposed to pills with 10 to 15% absorption. There's no greater gift, 10 family, than you can give than the gift of health. So get out there, share 10 with everyone you know. Change their life like you've changed yours. Spraying every day with 10 sprays will not only change your life, but once again, as I tell you, if you will share it, it will change the lives of others. So there you have it, 10 family. Just remember, only you can choose to make a difference in changing people's lives by sharing 10. So make a difference, 10 family. Good night to each and every one of you. Thank you for joining us as always. We love each and every one of you, and we'll see you back here on Thursday night's call for a lot of more great information that we'll put out to you. Thank you again, and we'll see you then. Enjoy your evening.